fuck Drake. We back to SARA KANA. She's a better conversation piece anyway. So, to be honest. All right. So, all right. Another question for me is, when was the time that Team Homi formed, and who was the original members and how many?
Fuck you, man. That was my question.
Wow. All right.
You're slow.
So, IP, Swave, Cortez, myself were at Fat Beats one day. And, I mean, it was already in talks. And in reality, it was just a matter of getting MCs that were already a part of us, that were already among family, already the clique. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, and keeping everybody together. You know what I'm saying? And make, bust a move or whatever. So Slave, my brother Ike, and I say Cortez because a lot of people don't understand Cortez is a part of and one of the founders of Team Homi as well. That's why there's very close ties between Murder Ave and Team Homi, as well as but yeah. Anyway, long story short, we were at Fat Beats. And they, everybody was just talking, and then Slave wrote down on one paper who he really wanted to be a part of it, and we met up at a studio, and he said who he wanted, because it got to a point where, like, everybody wanted it, like, so it was like, still, wait. We gotta read some order here. So, it started out. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wish I could name everybody, but this is the part of Team Homi that I love that I don't do because I hate hearing everybody's mouth. So you just gonna forget my name too? I ain't part of Homi, huh? That's just what it is. But you got Slave Sever, IP, Poison Pen, rest in peace, my brother PH, myself.
Yeah, rest in peace, brother.
Sean Price, rest in peace.
J.
Arch, rest in peace. J. Arch also rest in peace. T Moneybags, or Moneybags. I say T Moneybags, he's gonna kill me. Moneybags. Jux. Brother Jux was not a battle rapper. Some names you might not be familiar with because they're not battle rappers. Some niggas is there to, it's a different story.
Right.
We don't need to discuss. Of course,
get your hand out my pocket, nigga.
Get your pocket out my hand. Who else? Said J Murder, P Stacks, Blick the Barber. Blick, that's Blick. That's, for anybody questioning Blick is Homi, son. So let's just, because a lot of people are like, Blick saying, yes, Blick is Homi. Lotta Zay is also Homi. Ladybugs, the Barkitects, which is also my brother Bugs. Oh my God, there's so freaking many. Rock also. Helter Skelter, if you know the battle rap group, BBC, Boot Camp Click, Helter Skelter.
Yeah.
They were Team Homi.
Yeah.
Both were Team Homi, so that includes Rock and Rock we had. Immortal Technique. And my brother Abacus. Scream, who's a part of Grind Time East Coast, V Don, Lex Luthor, Okay, so we had started out originally like 10, 20, and I'm gonna be honest, you got Mac Myron, you got Ill Will over there at Yaktown, that's Homi Yak.
You got Rum.
You got Rum
You
Nitty
got
in
Rum
the West
still?
Coast. Yeah, Rum Nitty in
Mhm.
the West Coast. We got Nakaya, who was the person that created the whole King of the Dot Boston chapter. Bishop Brigante from King of the Dot as well.
Mhm.
God, I feel like I'm forgetting everybody now.
I
just say that this is a whole
I'm gonna give you a pass. I'm gonna give you a way out of this. Now, I already wanted the original 10 members.
Oh, originals.
The triple OGs, the founders, the ones that we the original ones right here, and then we added.
Then it's Sway Sever, rest in peace, Mo Clever, IT, Poison Pen, and myself.
So basically,
Pumpkinhead as well.
Basically,
so that was
what
like
you're trying to say is that Team Homi is the X-Men of battle rap.
Always, well, I would say the X-Men that you probably don't want to.
All them damn members, just like X-Men, got all them damn members.
The members weren't. See, and I want to make sure I get this because I want to make sure people understand. Like, we were already family, so it was just that easy to just like, oh yeah, so let's just stick together. You know what I'm saying? And then 6 degrees of separation led us to a lot of other members that we were like, oh wait, that's family too. Nah, you got to stay within this circle. We taking care of our own over here. So you stay with us. You know what I'm saying? And music came to play. You know, we just had this Friday that just passed a memorial for Pumpkinhead, where Immortal Technique, Cellar Dwellers, Team Homi, you know what I mean, DNA and Charlie Clips, T-Top, everybody was in the building. You know, the freestyles were crazy. Clips was killing it. DNA was killing it, all in honor of my brother Pumpkinhead. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, rest in peace to my brother PH. It's been 3 years yesterday, actually. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, rest in peace to my brother P. He really was a big spearhead of, a lot of the stuff that, you know, he was doing.
He was like that behind-the-scenes hand of battle rap.
Yeah,
from
he's
a lot
the
of
one
the stories
that really
you
got
just
me.
told.
He's the one that really got me going, and then I helped him get in front of Penn and say, I guess this is what we're going to do, and then he just passed the torch down like, I want to battle again, and was like, yo, y'all run it then. And we was like, well, you was going to just, hello, like, nigga. And he's like, there's no rule book. You just got to do this, this, and this. But I was like, what you mean, nigga? Like, this is a lot of shit. Like, me and Penn was like, damn. But, you know, we were ready for it. And I feel like that transition gave us that fire. Like, Penn was my first battle. When I was 17, I battled Poison Pen in Houston in the Village, New York City at this radio station, one of the first digital internet podcast radio stations called 88 Hip Hop. And they were having battles. And I came through with some of my cliques from the Gun Hill section, you know what I'm saying? At the time, my brother's AOD. So we going through every Wednesday. So they like, yo, you want to battle? Who signed up? I was like, I'll battle. They was like, you battle? I'm like, okay, I won't. They was like, nah, come through, whatever. So I see Poison Pen. Okay. So we and him battled, and ever since that day, it was just a click. Like everybody just clicked up, and we just went to every open mic, every battle, everything that New York has to offer and the street has offered. We was just there for it. Pumpkinhead was in every battle. Pumpkinhead battle. Blaze battles. We're talking about this is pre-Fight Club. You have Blaze battles. Blaze battles. Blaze magazine had Blaze battles. If you go and you find yourself online, you will see Pumpkinhead, AL. You will see a whole bunch of rappers getting ready to battle, and there was one female rapper. Her name was Pre the Honey Dog, and she beat a whole roster of men, and that included my brother PH. And she was different because Blaze battles. You had there was a point in time where there was a website called AKA.com, and there was another website called Hooked.com that was owned by Diddy, and they were doing battles, and there was times where, like, me and Penn were, like, hosting those battles, or I would battle in one, and there was just, you know what I mean? It was just crazy. It was times I battled for Lyricist Lounge. People didn't even know Lyricist Lounge had battles. Like, I battled for Lyricist Lounge. But that's the thing, like, y'all, by the time that shit got to the television, that shit wasn't television for us. We had already had years in the streets with Lyricist Lounge. We talk about New York City, the Velvet Room type shit. And that we talk about before the TV got to it. There was Mos Def, who is now like DCQ, and at that time Diamond D had a group called UTD, and it was DCQ who was Mos Def's little brother and my homegirl Cess, and they was killing it on you know, I'm talking about. I try to tell people, like, I know my shit. You know what I mean? I've been there. I was a part of this. Like, if you got yourself right now a Talib Kweli album or Pharoah Monch album, and you open up those CDs or those credits on those albums, you're gonna see my name on there because I was there when these things happened. My brother, may he rest in peace, Party Artie. You know what I'm saying? P80 when he battled Mook. Vague was in the building. This is pre-Queen of the Ring. I've been fucking with Vague before Queen of the Ring was even thought. He was going to Bronx open mics. So when I say that's my bro for real, it's like that's my bro for real. Like it's beyond battle rap when I see Vague. You know what I'm saying? Like that's bro. You know what I mean? So a lot of people share their history, so it was nothing to see certain people do battle leagues and then automatically either A, support, or B, everybody was funneling talent. You know what I mean? It was the way you had to keep battle rap going. And I think the internet when that internet hit, boy, it made stars out of kids that weren't getting record deals. It made stars out of kids that weren't getting record deals. And it takes a bunch of rappers a place to get their shit off without going to jail or dying.
Right. That's a fact.
And those are the facts.
In the pure stages.
You know what I mean?
Now we just fucked up.
Preston, you got a question, sir?
Hell no, you done asked all my fucking questions, you tall motherfuckers.
I only answered. I only asked 2 questions, nigga. Like, get out of here.
Nigga, as soon as you asked that question, I'm like, fuck, that was my question.
Oh, that was your question?
All right, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he.
I'm a team.
Anyway.
I fuck with Suede. I fucks with Suede, bro. That nigga, the way that third round against Take the Demon, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
Y'all ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah.
Ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah.
The most 3-0s in battle rap, like, yeah, I believe, especially when you was wilding out on O Solo and the motherfucking U-Dub battle, like with them without the headphones. I was like, she crazy.
I was on that stage, and that shit ain't on footage, but I was causing some ruckus on that stage there, that battle.
Like, I fuck with Team Homi other than J Murder, and Show Off being part of Team Homi. I don't know why, but
J Murder's Team Homi and Show Off is Fuck the World, which is under the umbrella of Team Homi.
Like I don't like they're like they're trash to me. I'm sorry. They don't do it for me. Do you think J Murder trash? After he got his ass whooped by Cortez and he talked all that shit, I was like, oh, okay. I tried with Show Off, but just she don't. I mean, I can't really speak for none of my brother, but I tell you this, I put money on my brother Murder any day. That nigga off top, he go off top and he crazy with it. And yeah,
I like J Murder. He had a good battle with B Magic.
It's not like I'm.
Yeah,
it's not like for like a trying to fuck with some of these niggas, but it's just
he kept up with JC, and people act like that didn't happen.
that's not really saying much because JC is not that lyrical. JC gives lectures.
Well, he is. He dumbs it down a lot.
JC, are you?
Because I feel like when he was on RBE.
Sarah, this is what I mean. JC is like, he's not like, I got a bomb under my shirt, I'm telling everybody to get down. The clock started to take down. The only way for you to live now is if he beat me. And that'll happen the same way you see a fist round. My Magnum barrel spin round, hollow tip 6 round, violate him in 5 seconds like he's nigga trying to inbound. He's not that. He's like he's talking on a lecture type shit. And that's easy to beat most of the time.
I was smoking on that good shit, but
that's easy to beat most of the time.
JC to me is like a little bro. That's my family. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of like Team Homi family, and like JC is like one of our brothers. You know what I'm saying? And I watched. But you got to understand my perspective of watching all of them. And this includes Conceited. You know what I'm saying? This includes all of them. Like, all of them. I've watched them go from point A to point B. Literally. I've either been there or I've witnessed. Like, when people talk about people like DNA and people have their opinions about DNA, it's because you see one side of it. I've been in a car going to Florida, Grizzle Mania, the day that Hollow battled Ilmac. And in that car was me, Nestle, Cortez, Pumpkinhead, and my brother Elu, who was driving. And damn near the whole 20 hours, DNA was spitting bars after bars after bars. Do you know what it's like to be going down the highway with a young DNA at 17? Bar just spitting for almost the whole ride, maybe.
After a couple of bars, you might want to mute his ass. Like, all right, man, damn.
We was about to murder him, but this is my thing. Is like now you're looking at one of the best freestylers in New York City. You can't deny that from him.
I wouldn't go that far. I say battle rap. I say battle rap. Period.
You're saying battle rap. Pay attention to what I just said. He is one of the best freestyle rappers in New York City. Battle rap, you cannot deny what he's done. A lot of people, it's okay to have an opinion. People can think he's whack all day, but you can't take away.
I don't understand that, though. I don't understand that bullshit, though.
How could that be bullshit? Would you want to? Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Would you want to work hard and bust your ass and put all that work in for nothing? You're not here for nothing. You got to do something.
No, I think you misunderstood. I said I don't see why people downplay DNA so much because DNA, as it stands, we was just talking about it before you got on. As it stands, DNA is in contention of GOAT status because he got more motherfucking wins than anybody in battle rap.
Him and K-Shine are also on ESPN. Like, battle rap watched DNA grow up before their eyes. Same thing with Conceited. Rest in peace to Torty. You know what I'm saying? That's West Coast. They, each one of these guys that you guys watch today, like, they've been in this for so many years. You can literally say, if you've been watching battle rap since before the internet made it huge, that you have watched these gentlemen grow up to be the gentlemen and the young men they are now. And female battle rap. A lot of people are like, female battle rap is dead. You're allowing female battle rap to be dead. These girls are going hard still. I see them on cards.
Yeah. I think that's bad, though, to be honest with you. Because Queen of the Ring should have been the stable where all these historic, prolific battles should have happened, and not on Smack or RBE. No disrespect to them, but if you wanted female battle rap, That should have been the only place you went.
Yeah, but that can also be a gift and a curse. Because when you look at female, it could be a gift and a curse because when you look at female battle rap now, you understand then why I don't think that Queen of the Ring should be held responsible for anything falling or
no, I
anything.
didn't say held responsible.
I know you didn't say that. I'm not saying that you did. But they were. I'm talking about among the internet, the you know what I mean. A lot of people try to put that on their head. It's like they still doing cards. The fans have to understand we have to keep building female battle rap. It doesn't stop. These girls are legends already. Hustle's already on the next level. Hearts are, they're people need to be willing to embrace the fact that female battle rap has a murder move, has a Sue Surf, and they're not murder move or Sue Surf. I'm talking about females of that caliber of.
And who is a murder mook in the female battle world, in your opinion?
In my opinion?
Yeah.
I hate these questions.
So, if you about to say jazz, you about to catch these hands, like so. Off the rip.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Because I'm so. How do I put this without sounding like? Okay, so I'm from the Bronx. Heart Foundation. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm from the Bronx. So for me, E Heart represents a murder mook. I feel like Young Goddess represents. Young Goddess for me represents a Lux, in my opinion.
What the?
Official to me. Official is like
Verb.
Wow. Really?
I
You
would
would say Verb? Like you would put a
that jazz battle.
Because I was gonna say,
like, oh shit. When she told her, "You too afraid to pop a Glock, you too afraid to pop your cherry," I dropped everything. Literally, like, oh shit. She did not just say that.
Hustle and Official and Jazz and E Hard and Young Goddess as well and I don't want to forget there's Day One Misfit QB. Come on, man.
My favorite, my baby mama, Shorty the rapper.
Is QB, Young Goddess, and Misfit are really pioneers of what came after. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure that people understand that it was, in order for us to breathe life back into female battle rap and grind time East Coast, it was a lot. I had to battle Young Goddess and lose. That needed to happen. I had to battle QB, and after that, I was like, yo, I told Direct, we're going to have QB versus Young Goddess. It has to happen. Trust me.
True.
That shit is fire. After that, it was Misfit and Goddess. Misfit and QB. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I spoke to Vague and Debo, and they was like, yo, we're going to do Queen of the Ring, and we just wanted to make sure, we was, you good with that, and there was no issues. I was like, hell no. I don't want to do a whole female league.
Yeah, why would it be some flag?
Oh no, not like that.
Yeah,
it was respect. It was me and Vague family, so they just wanted to, we was chopping it up too. It was like it was no thinking that I would have an issue or whatever. But at that time, it wasn't like now where people do leagues and it was on some it's like some street shit too. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like you just want to make sure everything's Gucci. You know what I'm saying? There won't be no
respect.
and word. It was a respecting like. Vegas family, and I didn't know Debo that well then, but after that, it was like he became family as well. So it was like it meant a lot at that time. People don't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to them because at that time this is pre-Babs. You know what I'm saying? So at that time they was doing that, and it was like people were really like everybody was in communication. Battle rap wasn't as huge though at that time, so it was a little easier to communicate amongst each other. After it got crazy, it was like, everybody was like,
so
Queen of the Ring. First of all, Queen of the Ring is one, if not the only, platform of female battle rap. And
let's say it's the WNBA of battle rap. Let's say that.
Why? I wouldn't say that.
Why not?
For me, I think I look at it. See, a lot of people don't even look at the WNBA like that, the way they should. So it's like I wouldn't compare it to something like the WNBA.
Okay, my bad. Okay,
that's what I'm saying. Like.
Okay, yeah, I didn't think about that. My bad.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
hold that L on that one. All right, let's say female mixed female UFC. How about that?
I could do that. That's their family, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like they broke open doors regardless. For they opened up their doors to so many artists. You know what I'm saying? And for that, like it was dope. Like when I did Grand Time, and I had the Old Blindies and I had the Goddess and the Misfits or whatever, I just wanted to do like maybe a little crew, like almost like a army of just females that were fire. That's what I really wanted to do. And then it turned out that, Grand Time was about to go defunct, and I was just kind of like, well, then I want to do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? And so did Penn. And we were like, yo, fuck it, And at the time, we were also talking to Smack. So, when I did Bars and Bra Straps around the same time with Queen of the Ring was around too. So it was like, it was a no-brainer. I had, at the time, I had Young Goddess vs. Duchess. And then Vixen versus Gucci, Blimey versus Precise.
Damn, I remember Bars and Bra Straps too. Shit.
Salville versus Ash Cash. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to do more events, but I also noticed that I was getting by easier by funneling the talent through all the leagues, because everybody, at least wanted to fuck with somebody. The only way we can keep female battle rap moving was to at least keep them seen on different platforms to bring the viewers back. And I think people miss that formula right now. Like right now, people can come in and do an event and book all the big names and leave and be all right because they got their money.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a question now that I think about it. What do you think about the current state of battle rap as a whole in 2018?
I think it's gonna start looking up. It's looking good right now because I feel like even though a lot of people are getting tired, you know what I mean? And until we learn how to be more creative, think out of the box, and kind of mismatch some of these matches, because, and I don't mean mismatch in a way where it's like, something stupid, but people like to match names with names because the fans want that, and the fans will dictate what certain things happen, but we got to be able to, the 2-on-2 ideas.
True.
The 2-on-2 ideas were dope, and I personally have been in discussion with a few people about, the co-ed 2-on-2s, because I did the first co-ed 2-on-2 on Grand Time with Direct and Young Goddess versus QB and Swave.
They stayed doing 2-on-2s at Grand Time.
and they were, and 2-on-2s weren't nothing new. 2-on-2s they were doing back on like, if you ever saw
Marv won a Quest McCody battle.
Yeah, you talking about street battles
and they the tag team champions. They the Hall of Famers. Because the way they did that shit to Cake Life, oh, man.
Jump off TV, you know what I'm saying? Like, jump off TV when my brother Mozzie was hosting battles. And you had, of course, Marv. You had Quest, Thesaurus, Ilmac. It was just, oh, my God. Like, you talking about names to this day that even King of the Dot, a lot of people are like, yo, let's not act like King of the Dot ain't been around as long as Grind Time as well.
Yeah, but at that point, King of the Dot was kind of like almost a Grind Time clone until they start stepping out on their own and start doing things a little different. But Grind Time to me was like that. Grind Time to me was like that best league, because that's why I saw Dumbfounded versus Tantrum and fell in love with that shit ever since.
He said, take a chill pill.
That's my shit. I watched that battle to this day.
I watched that battle, and I think one of the first battles I saw from Grind Time West Coast was Tall T versus Conceited, and he told Conceited. Conceited told Tall T, rest in peace. He was like, he said, you said something. He said, what the fuck is that, a Thundercat? Like, that's when I first really saw Conceited, and I was like, wow, like, he's so small. And then I was like, but he's nice. I never heard that style, and I noticed actually, shout out to QP, who just battled one of my guys, not Cortez, excuse me. He battled Tez Love on iBattle, and, I go back. I don't know if you guys ever seen Sway versus QP. You know what I'm saying? And
nigga, I saw that battle. He had to do that boy like that. He had to do him like that. He had to do him like that. Like, ain't no don't touch me. I'm like, nigga, damn.
He said, tell him what happened. All right, so
he had to bully that man.
But he's, he's just love with QP. You know what I mean? So I feel like him. Back then, it was like they had the Jungle. They had a trial league for Grind Time called the Jungle, and then the Jungle went to URL, and then they had a lot to do with that. Newborn and DNA had Concrete Animals, which was Grind Time's East Coast trial league.
Y'all damn near wanted to y'all damn near was about to jump Disaster when he was out there in New York.
No, actually, we was the one that was saving Disaster ass. Me, Poison Pen, Dutch Vega, I forgot who else. It was like, but, we was outside. It was a dope venue. We was outside, and then, I saw Hollow walk in. Then I seen Mav. Then I seen a little huddle, and I was like, oh, this is not about to be cute. So I guess we was all on the same time because Pen pulled up right on time. And let's just say it was definitely a close call. So, but at the end of the day, like, we had a lot of time. But now I did all the female battle rap. I booked, QB versus Jazz for URL. Because for me, I felt like for Jazz and QB that had to be it, especially, for them. You know what I mean? It was so it was really when people seen Jazz on her other shit, like, and then QB was disrespectful as fuck. So I felt like,
oh yeah, I remember who that is. Yeah, she battled Arsenal and shit in RBE. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, you said you don't know. You better go do some work.
Like, it's like I gotta remember these people. Because I watched their battles and didn't even replace the names. And then when I look back, like, wait, hold on, I remember. Oh, that was that. Like, I watched the whole first Summer Madness and didn't remember their names and shit. And saw Conceited versus Rex. And then be looking at Conceited like, why the fuck do I see this nigga at? And soon he said that slow it down. I'm like, oh, yeah, that was that nigga. He got his ass kicked in that battle.
This nigga got dementia for real. He think I be playing with his ass. I know his ass be having dementia and shit. He be talking about my house.
I got the whole first Summer Madness, every battle, and didn't remember no names. And then soon I started back watching battle rap. Like, wait, where the fuck did I see these niggas at? And then went back like, oh shit, that is these niggas. Like, so I'll hold that L on that one. But fuck you, nigga.
You got to hold that L, man. All right. One last thing before I let you go, I do want to touch on isn't this your league, Prism Battle League?
Prism Battle League, yes. That is my league. Yes.
Let me know. Tell me when did you start your league, and how did it come about? And tell everybody what your league is.
My league, well, I own Prison Battle League. It's the first and only LGBTQ battle rap platform, geared for LGBTQ but open to everyone. And we currently will be we just finished wrapping up filming for CNN's Great Big Story, which will be airing June 18th.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and
like
I said, Tez just battled QP, Callie battled Twerk, Ty battled 40. I mean, a lot of the MCs and these is my staff. Like, this is not just my, MCs that battle on my platform. They have creative input on my platform. A lot of the, my thing is, a lot of people have their opinions about, LGBTQ because of, whatever reason. And when they heard about Prism, their first reaction was like, oh, why we're going to do this, why we're going to do that. And I think people forgot that when you say LGBTQ, you mean the kind of individuals you would not normally see on your screen. These are men that are very, feminine in a lot of ways, and some aren't. Because people forget, when you locked up, you're going to have some dudes in there that's not going to be feminine. You know what I'm saying? So I think people have a stereotype in their mind, and the Prism's here trying to make a difference and change the minds one bar at a time. And so far it's been working, where people look past sexuality and say, well, they actually got bars. That boy's spitting. And it's like the fact that you thought of their sexuality first, it was just a stereotypical. You became a victim to the own stereotypical that you were programmed for, where you slept on the power of another black man or another man in front of you. And it had nothing to do, the pen game has nothing to do with who you are in love with. Your pen game is just what you love to do.
True.
And for years, I was already contemplating on doing a gay league because I always felt like I've seen them. You know what I mean? And I'm going to be honest, shout out to Mulatto Black. Some of them were on Trap House, New Jersey. And then a lot of them, I was seeing them hanging out at the Queen of the Ring event. And I was like, well, maybe it's time. And then years before that, I was at a Queen of the Ring event, and K-Prophet C3 came up to me and was like, yo, you got to be the one to start the gay league, right? It got to be you. I was like, it's funny you should say that. You know what I mean? Years later, here we are. You know what I'm saying? And I've gone through a lot over this brand. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, I helped breathe life back into female battle rap. Now I would like to break down more doors for our youth and our communities that see what we do and been watching battle rap for years and also been supporting us that might have not known that people might have overlooked them. And for me, Battle League was highlighting and changing the stereotypical minds of thought of saying, listen, they got talent, let them spit. All they want to do is rap. They're not trying to come bait you. My nigga, they ain't trying to bait you. And let's stop acting like gay people ain't drug dealers either, or gay people won't fuck you up, because those are still grown men. They hit like men. They ain't going to hit you like a girl. Don't let the stereotypical type dumb down what you thought. Like, it's a lot of people like to come up to me and they have their opinions, and then they watch a battle and then they're like, yo, that kid is nice. And I was like, was that hard? Was that so hard to do? Did it make you gay? You still here? You all right? You chilling? You know what I mean? Like, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. You're not going to be gay. If you watching battle rap, you gay if you do some gay shit. That's the difference.
Yeah. I tell these niggas I don't say pause because if you're thinking gay in that gay content, there's something about you. Like, when I choose my words just like normal people, they just use it because it's words to express yourself. And if I say something that might refer into something sexual in another person's mind about another man, then there's something wrong with your mind for thinking that way if you're a straight male.
I try to say this to people. I when a lot of people in Facebook and everything, I'm like, think about what you're thinking about. Like, you ain't even thinking about that they are the battle rappers. And I'm going to be real. I'm going to speak real right now. Hand over to my heart. They already battle people that some of these rappers have not yet got to. So,
right.
Give props where props is due. My little bro Taz stood in front of QP. QP from Sons, who fathered a lot of styles, and I don't care what nobody says. That's a God pin right there.
It really is.
You think that's God? You think that QP Sons is God pen?
There's a few God pins in the game. He's one of them. There's a few of them.
Okay.
He fathered Bonnie.
He fathered a lot of people. People just allow opinions. You can't let your opinion of one man cloud your judgment of what work they've already put in.
Nigga, go look at QP versus Bonnie and tell me they don't sound alike.
You know what I'm saying? So, my Tez, who's also one of the people on my staff who plans the battles and helps with the event and has a lot of creative, control as well. He battled QP and possibly beat him. And I'm not saying that in his favor. I'm saying you can go buy that for $10 on our battle right now. You tell me.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And then you have Ty versus 40 Bars and Callie M, who just battled Twerk and now was in Farrah's battle on We Go Hard, Farrah versus Momula. So,
not bad.
We breaking ground one ball at a time. The only league making a difference. And then June 23rd and 24th to 23rd, we have No One Safe from Work 2, where Mulatto Black versus Ty White. And then I have a three-way battle between Dear Summer, who also battled on iBattle versus Bobby O. And it's him, Kai the Poet, and Kwani B battling, three-way battle. That's happening June 23rd, Pride Weekend. And then we become the very first Battle League to march in one of New York's biggest parades, Pride Parade 2018. That will be telecast all over the world. So when people try to look down upon what I've done, I overlook what they say to me because I've broken ground before. I know this formula. It ain't my fault. Y'all letting egos and other shit guide you somewhere else. I can't do that. I know this formula. You can't, and it's like I reserve the right to talk my shit. I blew a female battle where people thought it was dead and done with.
Mm-hmm.
And then Queen of the Rain went to sweat. Queen of the Rain went to sweat. So I don't want to hear shit. Nobody can tell me nothing. Now you know who Callie M is. You know who Callie M is because Twerk is standing there telling people like that kid is nice. I wanted to battle him because, and I have Twerk on film saying he was like he would battle him because he's nice. He feel like, and he gave him a fair shot. QP gave Tesla a fair shot. They not thinking about their sexuality. They was like, yo, these kids got bars. You Sarah, what the fuck? And I'm like, this is because people are blind right now. I'm trying to tell people. Like,
hey, Sarah, let me ask you something. What do you think about Cheshire? Because that's the homie right there.
Oh man, he really put his best foot forward when he was in the trials and he's battling that weekend. So I think he's dope. I think Ted told me he was coming through and he had a few guys on deck, and when I saw them I was just so impressed I had to put them on a card. So he's dope. So keep supporting him. Keep supporting him. You know what I'm saying? Like these kids are just like everybody. Everybody wanted a shot. Everybody starts from the bottom, work their way up.
Right.
Everybody has seen, like, people like, oh, you can't compare LGBTQ to the black, whatever happened to, within the black races and all this shit. And I'm like, well, the problem is that you're forgetting in the word discrimination, you're placing it with race, and we're placing it with the actual act of the discrimination. That same type of like bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Where people, you know what I mean? It's just at the end of the day, it's sad because the only way you can wake people up is you gotta show them, and that's what Prism's here to do. It's not just here to do battle rap. Like, no, we're opening up our doors to a community. And that community has a lot of viewers that might want to see other battle raps, like maybe everybody else. We have to be able to open our doors in order for battle rap to continue to grow, and we can't be afraid to do things differently. And,
but that's
hey, y'all heard it from the Godmother. You know what I mean? The culture chose her. Okay, like I said, let's get together, people, man. Battle rap. What you say?
I hear him. He's contemplating, like, if he should say something or not.
Nah, yeah. Person gets like that sometimes. But no, I appreciate you, Sarah. I don't want to keep you long. It's past time.
You gotta go to work.
Man. And I know you're on the
I gotta
East
go to
Coast.
work tomorrow too. My son's sitting in the room.
Well,
he don't got school tomorrow. I'm about to shut his sit down right now.
Capo gotta take his
I'm on
vacation.
He got y'all to thank.
I don't have dentures, nigga. Get out of here. I'm on vacation for until August.
Oh, that's what's up. You just throw it in on face. That's fine. It's okay.
I'm on a paid vacation until August. But yeah, man, this is a good show. This is history right
That's
here.
what he's doing.
I'm a professional cook. I work for a school district, so. In my
ramen noodles one time.
Career.
Oh, that's
man, get out of here, my nigga.
I'm trying to land one of those jobs. That's that shit right there.
Now mine's and it's a private school, so it's not. I don't make just ramen noodles, my nigga. I make 5-star meals.
Lit. Yeah, I'm situated kind of cute too, but I appreciate y'all and it's been it was dope. I'm building with y'all,
it's been real. I have to have you come back on another time.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you here at Hold This Hell. We really appreciate you at Hold This Hell Radio. Thank you for adding to my catalog of battle rap history.
Oh no, it was a pleasure to you. I always love doing that. I always love chopping it up.
I'm about to go.